Hi everyone. This week I've brought you into a wood. I thought it would be really wonderful to actually just share some of these beautiful trees that we have around us. There's something that you might have come across called forest bathing, which is purported to have started in Japan. And the Japanese say that 80% of their population now is actually living mostly indoors, and most people just don't go out very much. Just, from work to home, but it's an indoor culture. So there's been some scientific studies recently on something called forest bathing. That's our English equivalent. And it doesn't include water most of the time. And it's all about the trees. Obviously, the trees are giving you life-giving oxygen. And it's about really, it's a way of being mindful. It's about mindfulness walking through a forest or a wood or anywhere where there's trees. And this isn't the sort of walking where, you're going from A to B and you've got to get there and your mind's full of stuff, or my two dogs are out with me this morning. So it's like, where's Molly and Charlie? What's happening there? It's about you being totally and utterly fully present. It's an opportunity to just be, to go inside a wood and go, take a breath, calm things, just take things at a much slower pace. And the actual form as forest bathing is often for about 2 or 3 hours. It's about going for a walk and just allowing your body to find your way through a wood or a forest, and finding places that just feel right and stopping there and just being. Remember, we're human beings, not human doings. So there are many programs in Western culture now where a lot of the GPs and the medical profession are starting to look for well-being programs, whether that's, a bit more exercise or nutrition and cookery classes, or finding sort of friendship things to go together, or going for walks. And one of them started to, because there's some scientific evidence starting to be accumulated now that it can, have a positive effect on your health. So it could be calming. It might have the ability to lower your blood pressure. And the Japanese are doing lots of scientific research on how this can be a preventative measure of some of the main diseases. So it's very early days for the scientific research, very early days for the well-being programs here at the moment in 2019. But you'll know for yourself. So we're going to show you some photographs shortly of different sorts of trees. And what I'd love you to do is just take a few nice deep breaths in with me here and now, just breathing in any which way that feels best for you. And then as you breathe out, just lower your shoulders towards the floor, just to let go of any stress that you've been holding. Do that 2 or 3, 4, 5 times. And then what I'd love you to do at the end of those breaths is just watch these photographs as they appear. We've got pictures of all sorts of different types of trees. And I'd love you to find out internally, what does your internal landscapes inside of you, which one do you feel most at home with? Which one do you think, wow, that's beautiful? Which ones do we feel uplifted by? Which ones are wow? Which ones are There might be 1 or 2 there that are of interest for you. And if there are, it might be worth your while going out into this beautiful, amazing world of ours and finding one of those trees and just being with it. Now, yes, you can do some tree hugging if that's something that you want to do. Or one of the wonderful things about actually kind of befriending a tree really is to just lay your back against a tree and just imagine that your roots are really connecting deeply in the earth. And take a good look at the tree. Look at its branches. Look at its trunk. I mean, this one behind us here is an oak. Oak is known for its strength. And it's wonderful to just look up in the canopy. Whenever we're going for walks, we're often with our head down. And this position is very introverted. And it's also the position we take when we're depressed or sad or down. Whereas this position, as you may have seen in one or two of my videos, is often a laughter position and smiling. And it's where we open our chest cavity, we open our hearts, we're looking up, and different sort of hormones and different chemicals are released in the body. This is one of the positions that serotonin is released in the body. These happy chemicals and hormones are released when we're in through our physiology. So just by being with the trees, allowing yourself to merge a little bit, just stopping with your present moment thoughts, not what's coming up later, but in the now. And then, you know, there's plenty to look at, like the shape of the branches, the leaves that are still on a lot of our trees, the beautiful, amazing colours that are now changing and morphing, and just, yeah, the stunning world of nature is your healing environment. So I encourage you to go outside and be in your healing environment. Mother Nature has got the answers, guys. It's Molly. She's one of my happy mojo people. Look at my Mollykins. She's going to be 17 next month. Slobber dog. So we nicely go with the flow. Do you know what? It's amazing. I was thinking this morning about all the things about in the now. You know, things that make us get out of our heads of planning and structure and various sort of futures and pasts. And animals are just fantastic, like Molly's just shown us there, about now, not in a minute, not next week, not in 5 minutes, but I want a hug now. And I think that's wonderful, just wonderful. So reminders about being in the now, that's up to you. But Animal Kingdom does it so well. I find little ones, children do it so well. They remind us that there isn't a 5 minutes, there's a now. Let's play now, let's do it now. But this one is about, the sun's about to come out actually, it's coming through the trees now. And this is about you. It's about your moments of wow, of awe, of peace, of tranquility, of being. And you know what? One of the things that humanity is driven by is a sense of belonging. And many people feel lost and alone. Go out in the trees, go in the woods, whatever feeling is coming together for that, go in the woods, find your tree, find a few trees that make you feel like you belong. You know, I imagine, how long is this? Somebody said it might be about 400 years old. What has this tree seen? How deep are its roots over that time? How much sharing of just being can you allow yourself to have and to be? I wish you well. Enjoy the next lot of photographs of all the different trees. See if you can use that as a way of just connecting in, of you breathing in what each of those trees mean. And I'm just going to write underneath the spiritual meaning of each of those, like strength for the oak, the heart for the hawthorn, so on and so forth. Lots of love, soul to soul. Enjoy. Bye for now.